And we're back with coffee this time. I took a little bit of a side trip to get some delicious coffee. Yeah, so good. Okay, the slipping noise was really awkward. I refuse to stop. It won't happen. Alright. Oh, the sand is great. We are snap keeping. So we can T1 minion. If we draw a second Sapphire shot, I'm actually just going to go for the T2 T-Bird. Because we can minion and then take advantage of the pendant. Double burrow next turn. If we don't get double Sapphire, just going to T1 minion. Kind of swing into his Scrivener with impunity. Paladin is one of the decks that where it's kind of on the fence. It depends what kind of a hand he has. If you can have really, really good hands, you can have really, really bad hands. This hand in particular is... he got reasonably lucky. Because we can't kill a Paladin with Crackling Rot this game. But fortunately he didn't get a Paladin. So I think we're okay with this. I actually want to... oh, okay. So I'm going to Field Tactician, return 3 Thunderbird minion, and then we'll go from there. The AI should prioritize his Scrivener higher than my Field Tactician. But he might not. Oh, I'm going for the Diamond Shard. He doesn't. I'm gonna take it. Excellent. Chimera Guard Officer. I guess because he has an incantation, it's a little bit, oh god. So many minions, so little time. I'm gonna T-Bird here. I'm going to... guess sacrifice minion on the Field Tactician. And use that to swing in. So let's play a second minion. It's a little bit up in the air onto, if we just had one minion, I probably wouldn't play the minion. But since we have two and no fourth land, if we had a fourth land, I'd probably just burrow them both next turn and give this one +4/+4 or +4/0 when it comes out. And he has to block it. It's pretty good. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not blocking any of this. My T-Bird is too important. We have a very good hand now, though, and it looks like he doesn't have a Paladin, so we should win this fairly handily. I'm going to get blood. I'm going to burrow this minion. I'm going to swing a ding ding ding. And it was a good thing we played the minion there. Not particularly game breaking, but still good. We do also have Time Ripple. If things get out of hand, we can just ripple back the incantation. Now I can play a 5-drop. Don't think he even has 5-drops in the deck, but swinging all out here is very bad for him. He doesn't have a 5-drop. Rip Paladin. So we have 7, 10, 11 damage. There's no way to make it 12. That is fine. Swing, swing, swing. Okay, he's pretty dead. Even if he leaves back everything for blockers and has a repel, he still loses. We have 3 removal spells. Well, 2 removal spells and a tap effect. And all of his creatures suck. Rip. Two hand with you. And we'll do this during his turn just to assert authority. Show of dominance. Marking our territory. And we'll just go for maximum overkill. Bounce him. I guess we play around repel here. And not put this on the Thunderbird. And now we will collect our juicy, juicy gold. Tasty, tasty gold. Gold get matched to Zodiac Coyote. Zodiac's passive. Something about giving all coyotes +1/+1. Yeah, it never comes up. Zodiac's active is what? Oh no, what's the passive? 25% chance the troop becomes quick. Actually don't think this one works. I've never noticed. Or maybe like the display. I don't think it just works but doesn't display. Yeah. I think that's it. Okay, so. Decent hand. I mean, I'm not going to shuffle this one back in because we might get something worse. Admittedly, the Howling Brave does make this much worse. Double Blood is not what we want to see when we have a T-Bird. Come on, hit me. Hit me in the face. Oh. Just wanted to be hit in the face. It's so sad. Because I'll never get to be like Rihanna right now. Was that low? That was low. I have no regrets. Mentor of the song. So T-Bird is probably the play here, or Leeching Brower. I guess we... Water Elemental can run away with the game faster. It requires us to get a charge to actually get a good attack off in here, but that's fine. We'll see what we can make of this. We have a lot of very, very powerful bombs in our hand right now, so I'm not too worried about this. Go ahead and swing in. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't block with the water elemental, but even so, I'm going to do this. And that is because he played a tap land and didn't play anything last turn, which means he doesn't have any... Oh, should have tapped that Stargazer down. Whatever. Mabi. Which means he doesn't have anything in his hand to actually play right now. And because he doesn't have anything in his hand to play, that means that when he gets that resource, he also won't have anything unless he draws into it. Yep. He got in with a Mentor of the Song. Pact of Life. Excellent. So yeah, we just won the game. Pretty sweet. Proceed to... Ah, crap. I've been playing this deck for a while. I have never made that mistake. I didn't play Legion Bro that turn. Alright, that's fine. I mean, we basically won, so... I'm not that concerned. We're not using our hero ability because it really doesn't matter anymore. Our opponent probably swings in with, yeah, I don't even care. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, the Helm of Life. Proceed to the... I did it again. It must be something with like talking at the same time as playing makes Leeching Burrower lose his speed equipment. I'm so bad at this game sometimes. Yeah, sure. I mean, I know for a fact he doesn't run like Tectonic Break or anything that can actually kill us here, but I guess just because we're pretending to be good players when we've missed Leeching Burrower twice in a row, well, we'll just pretend that didn't happen and sit here like sane people. Two hand with you. There will be no drawing of cards. There will be only death. Tasty, tasty death. Blood Sphinx. So Blood Sphinx has an ability that lets you copy an action in your hand. Unfortunately, all of our actions in our hand suck because they're all removal spells or tempo spells, and he doesn't actually have any creatures. This is one of those games where Water Elemental actually does run away with the game. And we have one in our opening hand. And we have blue resource to cast it. Yeah, opponent starts with Inferno. It benefits us. You can also just time ripple it to his hand if things go out of control. And guess what? He cannot cast it. Alright, there we go. Creates an interesting scenario too. Whether the field attack or the turn 3 water elemental is better. All depends on what we draw here. I'm straight up going for T3 water elemental. Don't even care. It's just so good. And then if he plays Assault Harpy here, I can just time ripple both the Inferno and the Assault Harpy. With the time ripple copy we have, it's just so good. Blood Sphinx is one of the ones that does actually run Extinction though. He won't use it on 1 or 2 water elementals, but if it looks like we're gonna win the game, he'll blow it. I also think he only runs like 1 or 2 of them in the deck though, so I'm not particularly worried. Here's our last blood. Play well, get rewarded. And we're actually just gonna hold back the rest of our hand. Mainly because Water Elemental can win the game on its own, and I don't want to give him a reason to blow Extinction. Sure. Sure. Oh yeah. Corruption, don't you know? As a native Minnesotan, I am allowed to make fun of my people. My Scandinavian people. Our Panakukin. Steam message. A giant mosquito. What if we did this instead? I'm actually curious if he has a removal spell, so I'm going to do this. Curse you. Fine. I'll kill you with spell shields. Blood Sphinx is basically a free win. Or you will start with 1 resource for the next boss fight. I can hardly wait. I love the puns in that one because there's one where you're just like, excellent. Just Whoever was the editor and pun chief just gave up on that one. This is the contract foreman. Yeah. I'm not going to ship it back because we might get a worse hand. But it's always kind of a red flag when you're going second and you can't cast anything in your hand. 50-50 on Sapphire Blood Shard. You can't even play the numbers here. But I think I would rather have the Leeching Burrower out. And screw it, yellow. The main concern is Construct Foreman has removal spells. Removal spells that can very easily hit the T-Bird. And those Psychotic Anarchist. Made the wrong decision. And I will tunnel my minion. I don't have anything else to play, so why not? The Imp Hoodlums. Oh, to nose. Oh, to nose. Guess I would like to stop the tempo here on the opponent's side. It's really bad to lose on board, so play a couple of cards of that. Put us on the front foot here. I'll happily trade on my Buccaneer. Now we have the advantage. Going to swing with a minion here. See if he blocks. Does not block, okay. In that case, I will play a Shard of Cunning. And then I will play another Buccaneer. And this allows us to play... Let's get rid of the Giant Mosquito. That's why Buccaneer is just so good. He allows you to... Like, we were behind, our opponent was in the lead, and we just took the lead from him. I'm blocking here. No doubt about it. Regional Lancashire. So we draw an untapped resource here. No. On one hand, I really don't want to play another Buccaneer. On the other hand, our next turn is just so good. It doesn't even really matter. Whatevs. So this was a really interesting game because our opponent got his foot in the door first, mainly because we had a bad combination of starting cards and he had a very decent starting hand. As a result, his opening plays were better. But it's just very easy to claw your way back. And if we wanted to, we could even just time ripple his dude here. And I say that because I want to do exactly that thing I said. Oh, can't attack with the water elemental. Now we have the ability to drop both burrowers and a T-bird or double crackling rot next turn. Basically do whatever causes water elemental to hit for damage. I missed lethal. Oh well. The correct play there would have been Time Ripple double burrower. You just can't do anything about it. Lethal damage on board, but for some reason I keep getting distracted. Okay. Still dead. You are still super, super dead. D-E-D. Dead. Aww. I guess he can... There's not anything you can do. Absolutely nothing. If my water elementals did not have spell shield, I'm sure he could have burned one of them. But they do have spell shield, and thusly he cannot do that. And I will fight His Majesty King Gabriel in one-on-one combat to the death via fisticuffs. We'll start this game with +1 resource. Opponent chooses to play. This is not a good +1 resource hand. But I digress. Maybe we will draw something that changes my mind. Indeed we did. Good old Gabby. Not going to have a turn 1 play. Now we get to take the role of the good old control deck. It's not really worth shipping back a hand with double T-bird against Gabby. He doesn't really have a lot of removal. That's not going to happen. Now I appreciate the thought. Now this is an interesting play though. We have the resources to Time Ripple double, or Time Ripple crackling rot next turn. So we'll play out the water elemental. We'll assume he'll play a 3-drop here to get the Inspire trigger off Lionel Flynn. And then we can kill whatever it is, bounce the Lionel Flynn, and then be pretty happy with ourselves. Bouncing Lionel Flynn also makes him only able to inspire 4 drops, which makes it reasonably useless. Get this guy out of the way. And I guess we... I do actually want him to play Lionel Flynn next turn, so I'm going to bounce him in my turn. Lionel Flynn is kind of a dead card against me right now. Oh, he played the Pyro. Okay. I will trade a Water Elemental for a Pyro. Or more likely you're not going to trade. Oh, you are. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I will take a 0 for 1. And the moment we draw a Sapphire card, we're pretty okay. Oh, the XX Inspire, the Inspire that stacks with other Inspires. Just gonna bounce that to your hand there, buddy. Consider it my gift to you. Just because I enjoy giving you gifts that I do this. Just because I am such a philanthropist. You may call me Raoul with my sultry voice. There you go, buddy. No, don't mention it. It's yours. I like giving. Water Elemental is a, how do I put this? A very, 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 very balanced card. I mean, 3 mana for 24 power worth of creatures? I mean, let's be honest. Cryptozoic kind of, really didn't make the card good enough. Needs, probably needs like 5 more power. Haste, maybe. Ability to lay a little bit more smack. So, that is tier 2. A perfect tier. We got a little bit lucky on the, I believe it was the Paladin one that we had kind of a bad hand on. That last match actually just showed the sheer power of being able to connect with Water Elemental. Hear the roommate in the other room laughing. But that is everything that we will cover in this one. I will be back for the second tier after I get more delicious, delicious coffee. Stay tuned.